What's going on, everybody? It is your boy. Welcome into Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews, and I hope you're having a beautiful day, because I am, and I hope the fragrance you are wearing today is kicking ass, baby. There is a timestamp when the actual review starts, so if you want to skip all this, you can. Go right ahead. Thank you so much for being here. If you are new to my channel, then come on in, baby. Hit the like and subscribe, baby. That was a little crazy. No, I did it like that. That was kind of stupid. Anyways, hit the like and subscribe. Join this family. We love to have you. This is where you belong. We'll make a little home for you. And make sure you hit the notifications so you won't miss out on any content that I put out, baby, because I put out some content. Okay, want to sample any of these or anything in my Middle Eastern collection, you can at fatboyfragrance.com. Fatboyfragrance.com, where the customer's always right, baby. Let's go. I got a great fragrance, 4 fragrances I want to talk about today. Kind of keeping up with that theme I did in my last video last week, where we just talk about the fragrances and give you my experience with them instead of doing like a full review on each of them. All right, let's get all up in it on this great Boozy collection here from Gulf Orchid. Cannot wait to talk about it. And you know how we do it, baby. No edits, no do-overs, one take. And one take, and I always get it right. Fat Boy Fragrance Review starts now. We are back, and I used to be a bartender for about 10 years, so I love a good mixed drink. I love a good boozy vibe. I like a boozy fragrance for the fall. I like a boozy fragrance in the summer. I'm just a sucker for a good boozy fragrance. So when I ran across this Gulf Orchid line, I don't have all of them, but I have about 4 out of the 6 I think they make that they came out with this year. I picked them up, and I wore all these, and I want to give you my feelings on them and introduce you to them so you can try them. This is basically a quick little mini review on each of them, just like I did last time. Just my experience I had with them, so you guys can see how my experience was, and maybe it's enough for you to buy a bottle or sample it at fatboyfragrance.com and help your decision making. All right, so let's go. There's 4 of them. We'll get them all out of the way first and talk about each of them separately. We have Mangotini from Gulf Orchid. They all look like this in the bottle. They have a little mango or pineapple or something on top, or lime right there. Then we have this one called Old Fashioned. There we go. It's got a little orange on there. Then we have Tahiti Colada right there. And the pineapple lost its green part. Sorry about that, but there you go. Okay. And then we have the first one I ever got was called Mojito Obsession. There you go. Alright, so that's when we're going to start off first with Mojito Obsession. I have worn it several times. I really like this fragrance. It is a fragrance that really captures the essence of the mojito really well. Some of these fragrances are inspirations of others. I'm not going to be talking about those. I'm going to be talking about the experience I had with each of these, okay? So this one that I wore right here, so here's a good look at the bottle one more time, and I'll give you a better angle of that cap. There you go. Look how beautiful that bottle is. Really cool looking. Okay. I'm going to spray this in the air and on my skin right here. Yeah, it does have that beautiful, natural lime smell in there that I really appreciate, but there's a great blast of mint that's just not, see the difference between these right here and most of your boozy kind of drink fragrances is they tend to make each ingredient stand out and not connect. What's great about every one of these fragrances is that it smells like if you were smelling the drink itself, but in an aromatic way. And that is beautifully done with this one too. I used to make mojitos at home. It's one of my favorite ones to make back when I could have, like, you know, carbonated beverages. I would drink this. Oh man, the mint is beautiful. It's blended so well with the lime. There's a little sugar note in there too. Really well done. If you want a good summer fragrance and you like the mojito, you're going on vacation, what a great one to have. If I had to recommend any mojito fragrance out here, this is probably the best one right now in my opinion. Alright, so that was that one. I wore this like 3 times. The performance is decent. I would say 4 hours, 5 hours, but for the price point, all these being around 35 bucks, who really cares? It's not a fragrance. None of these fragrances are going to be super complex. They're going to hit you with that blast of what they are, and they're going to keep that smell throughout. But each ingredient is blended perfectly to create this drink experience, and it's amazing. All right, that was Mojito Obsession. Next up, we'll do Mangotini. You know me, I'm a sucker. Almost dropped it for a good mango fragrance. Mangotini is probably the one that has the least amount of boozy drink accord vibe to it. But man, does it work. That mango note is gorgeous. Gorgeous. It almost has this perfume kind of floral vibe. This is definitely the most unisex, or more, probably less unisex, more leaning feminine than all of them. I would rather my wife wear this so much as me, but I have rocked it for a day. It has a beautiful mango note, but also this little underlying floral component that makes this gorgeous, fresh mango vibe that I enjoyed wearing. It does lose the freshness, floral component to it after a while. It becomes just a sweeter mango fragrance. It's less boozier than the rest of them, but still really well done. I didn't get many compliments wearing this one, which I was surprised. This one kind of maybe gets lost in the sauce a little bit when it comes to compliments. It's just not, it's a smell people have smelled before. They're kind of used to it, and most likely not a huge compliment factor for a guy wearing this fragrance. They might think it's actually somebody walking by you who's wearing it. It's a girl instead of you. So this one can come off a little feminine, maybe more for the ladies, but I still enjoyed wearing it. Man, that mango note is gorgeous. Mango with a little floral component. Best I've seen done so far. Some people say this is really close to Valheim's Mango Skin. I don't know about Valheim. I know I have Mango Punch, and this to me smells better than Mango Punch. That floral component is really well done. So I enjoy wearing Mangotini, and I do recommend it. But more for the ladies than I do for the guys. Okay, next up is one of the stunners of the bunch. Old Fashioned, okay? This is not Killian's Angel Share. Get that out of your head right now. This is not a clone of a fragrance. This is literally, if you go to a cigar bar and you order an Old Fashioned and they put that thing over there, they put that smoke in there and they take it off and you take that first sip, that's what you smell. Wow, right? Wow, wow, wow. This is gonna be more for the cooler months. Don't be fooled by the bottle. This is definitely a more masculine fragrance. The most masculine of the bunch, no doubt, but man, in the air, does this thing smell. Oh my God. That tobacco note is done so well. It is unbelievable. You got this sweet, caramelized, boozy bourbon accord with tobacco, beautifully done. The best boozy bourbon-ish kind of fragrance in my collection. It's not even close. This one is going to be a stand-in for a lot of tobacco fragrances in my collection. This has easily become one of my favorite tobacco fragrances ever. I absolutely love this fragrance. I wore it in the middle of the summer, so it's kind of hard to really get my full feelings on how it can perform in the winter, but I guarantee you this thing is beast. It performed really well for me. Compliment factor, it just depends. This will be something I would wear probably to a bar. If you're going to a bar, it definitely fits that mode. Definitely a seasonal fragrance, not a year-round kind of thing. Definitely, if you really like how I just described it, you're gonna love this fragrance. And I definitely recommend you try at least sampling it, because this thing might not be for everybody. Don't think smoky Angel Share. Thinks literally what it is, an Old Fashioned with a smoky vibe, and that is Old Fashioned from Gulf Orchid. Last but not least, the best one of the bunch, without a doubt. This thing garnered me so many compliments. I think I lost count at about 12 in 3 days. Now, I didn't break the record for the most in one day, which is still held by limited edition 29 from Parfums Vintage, which got me 12 in one day. But I think it was like 12 or 10 or 12 people told me in 12 different times how good I smelled. I wore this for 3 days and 4 days. I couldn't stop wearing it. Anytime I went somewhere, I wanted to put this on in the high heat. Here's a good look at the bottle. Tahiti Colada. Missing the pineapple at the top, their little edge, but there you go. This one is literally a pina colada in a bottle. Oh man, oh man. This one smells good in the opening, but as this dries down, this turns into a dangerous fragrance. Dare I say, guaranteed to get you a compliment, without a doubt. If you're around a room full of people, somebody's gonna tell you smell good, 100%. This is a boozy pina colada with a little rum note in there, sweet cane sugar somewhere in there, I can smell it. That creaminess from the whipped cream and the pineapple all coming together, that coconut. It is perfect. One of the best tropical fragrances I've tried in a long time. It's not better. It is. I'm not gonna call it Virgin Island Water Killer because it's a different vibe on this one. But definitely better than Rise of the Pina Colada. I mean, Acros Rise, better than that. Better than Paradise Leisure, easily better than those two. This is my new favorite Pina Colada style fragrance, and I think it's unisex all the way. A dude can rock it. You're gonna get compliments. It is a perfect vacation, amazing summer fragrance that should be in everybody's collection, period. All right, so there they are. The Gulf Orchid drink line, as I like to call it. Don't have them all, but I'll eventually get them all. I'm really impressed with what I've seen from Gulf Orchid so far. I hope you enjoy this style of video. Keep the comments coming. Keep the love coming. And you know, I always tell you, babe, if you smell good and you feel good, then it's gonna be all good. Fat Boy Fragrance Reviews is out.
Smell that, fat boy, ain't no shilling his set. Paid for the bottles, never duck the debt. Authenticity, dripping every cent I get. Frauds need a